Radio. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots. Does this stuff work? All right, gotta turn that down and then I get to talk. All right. Hi, this is KOZ, and this is Friday Night Freedom. What's going on, everybody? It's almost like this is my first broadcast. Hey, I think Pooky's here with us somewhere.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be.
I'm here.
I know. I'm trying to pull up your beautiful picture. All right, here we go.
Gremlins
All right. We are good to go. No gremlins tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, welcome everybody. This is Friday Night Freedom. My name is KOZ, and that's Pooky. And we're listening to a little bit of music here while we get things started. Make sure all the buttons are mashed and make sure all the hashtags are placed. And we're doing good today. What today is? Today is the third day of September. So we're in September now. Woo! So I can't. September. Here we go. It's kind of digging that, man. As like Avicii from Avicii, he died.
Oh, I remember him. Yeah.
So, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm feeling okay. I just have the coronavirus, man. I got this is a super long story. I don't want to take up every second with it, but it kind of snuck up on me, man, because I've been doing everything right. You know, the social distancing thing. When I get groceries, I go to the grocery store, but I buy the crap online and I go and pick it up and they put it in my trunk, and I don't go out and eat at restaurants. Everything is just it's either it's takeaway or it's I'll have a Uber Eats or whatever. And so Friday we did a show. It was a really good show. And woke up Saturday, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I had a few too many beers last night, so I'm pounding waters and stuff and just doing my thing on Saturdays. My appetite was fine. I could smell and taste everything. And toward the end of the evening, I'm just like, man, I think I'm just going to eat dinner and go to bed. So I was in bed early on Saturday night. And Sunday I woke up, and I'm like, okay, someone needed to get the damn license plate of that freight train that fucking hit me. So I took my temperature, and it was like 99.4. I'm like, that's not bad. And then I started Googling okay, COVID symptoms just to see, okay, what am I going to check off the box here? So I got to check a lot of those things off the box. I had a low grade fever. It was varying from, and this is all between Sunday and Monday night. But it was all between 99, really like 99.4, which isn't bad. And then, but I was like 101.7 was my high. And that I was like, oh, ugh. And I was like sweating and freezing and sweating and tired and freezing. And all this time, I'm just like, I'm not hungry, but I'm like, okay, I got to eat. So I had, I got a bunch of food in the house. So I had chicken noodle soup. But I made the mistake. I bought the chicken noodle soup for like families. So I had a big ass pot of chicken noodle soup. So that was a happy. I meant to buy a cup of noodles, and I bought just like the family plan. There's like 2 envelopes in this box, and you get like, it's like a quart of fucking soup. So that was good. That was a good thing because I got to make it once, and I got to eat it for the entire rest of the day. Joey, you might want to go and get checked out. Joey says it burns when he pees. So
does it feel like razor blades or fire?
So I let my boss know. I said, hey dude, I'm not, it's Sunday night. I fought this all day. I'm not going to come in tomorrow. We'll see how I feel on Tuesday. And he's like, cool. Hope you feel better. Tuesday came, but I felt really good because I woke up at like midnight Monday into Tuesday, and I felt, I had to go to the bathroom, but I woke up and I was like, wow, I feel good. I'm like, maybe the fever broke. I took my temperature, and sure enough, 98 point something. I was like, this is awesome. Then I took the Tuesday off anyway. At the end of the day, I told my boss, I said, hey, I've had no fever for the entire day. I'm going to come in tomorrow. What do you think? And he says, hey, call the big boss, my director. So I called my big boss, and he says, well, he goes, I don't really know. I don't want to make the call and have it be the wrong call, so why don't you go through health services? Because I told him I was wanting to get a COVID test, but the thing is, my VA center stopped doing COVID tests, and they're like right down the street.
What, really?
Yeah, they did. I have to go all the way to Dallas. I have to go to the Dallas VA clinic or VA hospital. I have to go to the VA hospital to get the COVID test. CVS and Walgreens, both of them had like drive-through COVID testing. Those were both shut down, all of them. It would let you schedule an appointment, and then when you choose the day, it says there's no slots available for that day. I'm like, damn. So, and I let him know, and he said go to health services. My company, it's big enough. We have like a doctor's office and stuff. So I went there just thinking I'm feeling good. I ate lunch. I was still tasting and smelling at that time. and they swabbed my nose. They gave me both the rapid test and the PCR test, and it's not bad. You see the videos online, and they look like they're
Some people just pussies.
It looks, they make it look like it's really awful, but it's not. It tickled a little bit. It wasn't uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. But on the way home, I'm driving home and my phone rang, so I answered it, and they said, "Hey, this is Health Services. Are you this person? Are you KOZ?" I said, "Yeah, I'm KOZ." He goes, you tested positive for COVID-19. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So they didn't even submit the PCR test. They just went off of the positive rapid test. So lo and behold, I have the next 10 days off of work. So after I got home, and that's when I didn't start feeling bad, but that's when my head just kind of started filling with snot and mucus and stuff. My head got really full. My chest started getting full, and I started coughing. So here we are today. I feel fine. I feel completely fine, just like it's a normal day, except I feel like I'm going throughout my day feeling like I hadn't slept the night before. It's just I feel fatigued and tired. But I've gotten a lot of stuff done around the house. I'd go and do some work in my living room. I got a bunch of construction going on in the house, so I'm tidying things up here. I pulled my car out of the garage over to the front of the house. And I'm blowing out all the dust and grass and stuff out of the garage. But then I'd sit down and I'd be like, "Fuck, I'm tired." I gas out really, really quickly.
Probably your oxygen levels low or whatever it is.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. I mean, I'm still.
My phone has a cool little sensor on the back of it where I could test my oxygen levels on it. And stuff
Your
like
phone
that. So
has your phone has that?
Yes. Yeah, it has, well, on the back, it'll take my what's the pulse and my oxygen.
Wow,
it's pretty cool.
But that is pretty cool. So anyway, and that's about my only bitch. I got two bitches about this. First one is I gas out early. I'm going and cleaning out the garage. Normally I could do this like all day, every day. But I'm like, I'll work out there for like an hour, and then I'll come in the house. I'll be like, I'm just tired, man. So I'll recover for about an hour and then go back out there and work and finish up. And I don't like to leave things unfinished. And then my taste and my smell went away. I started.
Still do spicy? Can you do the spicy or?
Well, I can taste sensations. I can taste sensations like I brush my teeth and I can feel that there is mint in my mouth. Or I can drink orange juice and I can feel the tang of the citrus.
It's a weird side effect, no?
But I cannot taste anything, and it's like I've got I plugged in one of those plug-ins from not Bed Bath. It was at Bath and Body Works. Normally those things are so powerful they'll give me a headache. And I've got two of them plugged into the house just to see if I can when I start smelling those things, that's when I know I'm getting better. I can't smell. Dude, I went up to one of them today. I'm just like, I'm smelling it. I can't smell anything. I have trash bags that are like, they smell like, they're the Glad trash bags that have Febreze and stuff. Normally I'm like, man, these are overpowering. I can't smell anything. Nothing. Zero. So, man, I just, it's not bad. I think I'm getting the better end of the deal simply because I've been vaccinated and I'm relatively a healthy person for a man my age. So I don't think it's hitting me as hard as someone who happens to have health issues such as diabetes or being overweight or something like that. So
that's the real killer right there. A lot of people don't want to talk about that as the what do they call it, comorbidities or whatever it is. Or morbidity. Yeah. Because if you look at everybody who's had bad reactions, like up to and including death, they've been compromised health wise in other ways. It's not just like a perfectly normal person. It just ups and dies. There's always something. There's an underlying thing. Hopefully, so have you taken that horse dewormer yet?
I have not taken the ivermectin. I have not, but. One of the guys that I watch online a lot, Joe Rogan, he takes it and he's doing good.
I heard about that.
I got some of that information. Hey, before we start the show, let's start with housekeeping. We don't have any guests coming up, so okay, that's the end of housekeeping. So notable birthdays. Today's a notable a day notable enough to talk about birthdays. So today is Charlie Sheen's 56th birthday. Happy birthday, Charlie!
I didn't realize he was born on a third. It's crazy.
I didn't think he was 56.
You know, cocaine and hookers will do that to you.
He's been sober for a little bit, man, and I'll take him at his word. He looks a whole lot better in that picture right there than he did like 2 years ago. Am I right?
I'm on a delay.
Next birthday of note today is Mike Wengren from Disturbed, drummer, 49, beating them skins. So happy birthday, y'all. And yeah, that's it. So I was telling my COVID story, and I was supposed to show this little graphic here. It's like me fighting. That's me as Keanu Reeves trying to fight off the COVID bugs. Nero, what's his name? Nero?
Neo from The Matrix?
Neo, yeah. Neo, not Nero. Nero's what, the god of the fucking sea or some shit like that?
No, that's the guy that
Nemo.
played the fiddle. Played the fiddle.
Nero, Nemo, you know.
Whatever. That's funny.
So I guess we got more, just a little bit more COVID news. We're going to talk about Joe Rogan here, but also the band Kiss is on tour, but no longer, because last Friday Paul Stanley of the band Kiss tested positive for the coronavirus. And the band was in the process of canceling the evening show as a result, but within days after that, Gene Simmons, he took a test and he also tested positive. So they're going to be rescheduling and postponing and rescheduling multiple upcoming shows as a result. The band and crew will remain at home and isolated for at least the next 10 days, and doctors have indicated that the tour should be able to resume, barring anything bad from happening, on September 9th, and that's about it.
Speaking of music, I think Iron Maiden's album dropped today.
Was that today?
Yes, I believe it was today. I haven't listened. I've only heard the one single from it. They had dropped another single, but I don't think I caught that one. But
does Bruce still have his pilot's license? Is he still a current pilot?
Still flying. I believe they still fly. Was it Flight 666?
Yeah. He like hauls his own. He hauls his own band and his gear.
Yeah.
It's like a 737.
Big boy. Yeah, one of them big boys. They fly around in style. So.
I remember seeing it was like a documentary, which was just a camera crew with the band, and they were going through South America, and they were flying. He was flying. That's just cool, man. What a cool skill to have.
Well, if you got that much money.
Well, I mean, you might as well use it. He didn't shove it all up his nose. He may have put some of it up there, but he got himself a marketable skill. How old is Bruce Dickinson now?
Shit, I have no idea. He's probably in his 60s. I gotta look that up now.
What's up, Nicholas? Thanks for joining. And hello, everybody on the Twitters and Facebooks and Twitches and YouTubes. Thanks for joining, man. My name's KOZ. How you doing?
He's 63.
63? He's not that bad. He's not that old.
No,
Joey goes, you senior citizens in your music.
Oh yeah, okay. If you don't like Iron Maiden, there's something wrong with you, I think.
That Iron Maiden, that spans just generations, man. That's multi-generational music. Not that they've just been around for generations. It's just people. I mean, kids nowadays. Kids, I say kids, high school kids. They listen to Iron Maiden, or they listen to Black Sabbath or Ozzy or those old good bands like that, and they're just like, hey, this is pretty cool.
I think he left Iron Maiden for a small stint there and went for a solo career, but they've been going strong since 81, I think. Huh? That's a long time.
I was 12, 50, 40. Oh, they got a 40-year career.
I wasn't even born yet.
You weren't born yet, and you still like Iron Maiden.
Yes, I know. That's the thing. I mean, I didn't really start listening to them in like probably late 90s, early 2000s time frame.
Yeah,
when their Brave New World album dropped, and I was like, this is the coolest shit ever.
Yeah, I told the story. It was probably last week or the week before about a buddy of mine whose dad was a pharmacist, and they had moved to town, and they had a jukebox in their basement, and that's the first time I heard rock and roll. And I was just like, man, this is the shit right here. I was hooked. My parents used to listen to John Denver and ABBA, but ABBA is actually coming out with some stuff. I don't know if they're going right to TV or something. I saw something with ABBA in it.
They fly a 747-400.
Bruce does?
Yeah.
That's a big jet.
Ed Force One is what it's called.
Yeah. I still haven't seen that video that you're talking about for the new album. You told me about it, and I forgot about it.
It's the most metal thing I've seen in a long time.
What's the name of it? I'm going to write it down, and I'm going to watch it after the show.
Writing on the Wall. It's called Writing on the Wall. It had almost 3 million views within the first 3 hours.
You know what? I think rock fans out there are really I think we are thirsty for some good music to come out. Not